Hey everyone, this is Izzy from Endless RVing, and the purpose of today's video is to show you how we get internet on the road.
We're going away, get your bag, check the tag, decision is made, lock your door, need no more, it's already paid, cancel your mail for a while, it's a journey for life and I'm yours.
I know for a lot of people they use, as far as their TV, they'll use some kind of line guard, in-motion satellite. We chose to go a different route. We stream everything via smart TVs and a Roku stick. So far we've been on the road, we haven't had any problems with it. Sometimes if the signal is bad, we use a antenna booster, and I'm here to show you what our internet setup is. So the first key component of the setup is my Netgear MR1100 Nighthawk wireless router. This runs on the AT&T network, and the reason why I got this is for several reasons. You can use up to 20 users on here, and the other key component of this are these little connections here. This right here gives me a lot of options. These are two T9 external antenna connections, and that becomes pretty important if you're in a place that doesn't have good LTE signal. With the antenna I'm about to show you, it's going to boost the signal. Most of the times we don't need it, but there has been times when we've been in some more remote locations that it's really boosted the signal, and it's brought our streaming service from buffering often to clear, non-interrupted, non-buffering television service. The second part over here is a Netgear. This is just a wireless repeater booster, and the reason why we use this is that I keep this plugged in the front of the rig. When I use the external antenna, this hotspot is in the back of the rig because I'm running the wiring from the external antenna to the back of the rig. And what happens is my front television, the Roku stick, is always in the front of the rig, and that can lead to some signal issues as far as not getting a strong enough Wi-Fi signal on the Roku stick in front. So with this booster, that boosted signals will have a strong signal throughout the coach as well as outside the coach. The third part is this. This is the external antenna. It's a wire END directional antenna. This is claimed to boost a cell phone signal about 15 decibels. I have it mounted using two U-clamps onto a 5-foot PVC pole, and that goes attached to my rear ladder, and I'll show you how that's done. As far as using the attachments, I use 2 to 3 simple worm connectors. These are like 50 cents each, and then I protect the ladder so it doesn't get scratched up. I just use some foam pipe insulation, and then this is the cable that goes from the external antenna, and I run that in to my bedroom. And these two T9 connections, this is what connects into the external antenna port of the hotspot. My service on the hotspot, I use AT&T. I got an unlimited service. It's one of those grandfathered plans that you can buy the service off eBay. There's a lot of vendors that'll sell them. You pay $50 a month. That's unlimited, uncapped LTE data. We've used hundreds of gigs a month, and it's never been capped. So it's worked really well. It was $50 to get the SIM card, and it's $50 a month. I get billed automatically, but it's well worth it. There's no capping. It's a lot cheaper than having to set up a whole satellite system and go through all that. So we're going to come back and set everything up, and I'll show you how it was set up, and I'll show you some data speeds. So right now I just did a quick speed test. We're in Virginia Beach right now in a campground. I have 1 bar LTE. I have a download speed of 4.83 megs per second, which is actually not bad. You could definitely stream video with that. We're going to see how that increases once I set up the external antenna. Hey guys, we're back. It took about 15-20 minutes to get everything set up. It's a pretty easy setup. It's kind of a two-man job. One to hook up the antenna, one to hand it to you. Take a look up there. So we have the antenna pointed to the direction of the cell phone signal. I have it on a PVC pipe, and it's clamped down with 3 of the worm clamps. So you have, the way the directional signal works, a directional antenna, is that you have to point that antenna to where your cell phone signal is coming. In order to do that, I use an app called Open Signal. It's a free app on the iTunes store. I'm going to assume it's free on Android also. You download that, open it up. When you open it up, you're going to see on your phone is going to be an actual arrow pointed to where your cell phone signal is. So I take that, wherever that arrow is pointed is where I'm going to point my antenna. I then take the cable, run the cable down. I have it run down. And I just slide it right underneath the seal into the bedroom. Any excess cable I tuck away in my compartment here. It's nice and clean. I'm going to cut out now, bring you back when we're inside, show you the setup. Hey guys, we're back, we're inside the rig. One thing I forgot to touch on when I was outside, in order to secure those worm clamps, I use an 8mm socket with a socket wrench, so enough of that. So inside the rig, or at the rig total, we have 4 televisions. We have an overhead, 1 in the living room, we have 1 outside, and 1 in the bedroom. The 2 living room ones and the 1 outside, I run off a Roku stick, which is located right inside that cabinet there. That Roku stick, the Wi-Fi connection is, as I discussed earlier, it's on the Netgear Wi-Fi extender. I have that hidden behind our jackknife couch. It sits there, and what that allows, it's so close proximity to that Roku stick, I get full signal. So we'll close this up. Once everything's closed, it's out of the way. So now we're in the bedroom where we have the hotspot. That's the main source of our internet here. So we ran the cables I showed you before underneath the slide. Just bring the slide in a little bit, an inch or 2, run it right under the seal, comes out through the floor, and bring the cable up, and then you have the 2 T9 connections and the hotspot sitting there. I can plug it in. There's a plug right underneath the bed. It's hidden, it's convenient, very easy to set up. Like I said, the whole setup took us about 15 to 20 minutes, and that's only because we had to put the antenna up because we weren't getting a great signal. I believe it was, what I showed you is around 4 megs a second, which is not bad, but I'm going to show you what it is now. So we're in the bedroom. I just wanted to show you our television in the bedroom. It's again run on a separate Roku stick that's located in the cabinet underneath, but as you can see, I'm streaming Wimbledon here, and there's no problem. I have access to every internet-based streaming service: Roku, YouTube TV, Sling, all of them at my fingertips. So if this was the reason why we went this route. So I'm going to use the app Speed Test, another free app you can download. This will measure the speed of your internet connection. So right now we're on the Wi-Fi, as you can see here. I only have 1 bar LTE, but we are connected to the Wi-Fi that has the external antenna, so I'm going to run a speed test. So you can see we're over 30 megs. I believe before we're around 4, but let's see what it finishes up with the download speed. So download speed, we're averaging 30.7 megs, which is really good. That's a little bit less than my home. And then we have an upload speed. It looks like it's going to be around 2.5 megs. Not the best. It's not going to be your home, but it's definitely an improvement from before. So as you can see, that antenna worked. That was the reason why I went with that antenna. I know there's some other companies out there, namely WeBoost, and some other companies that are doing amplifiers and stuff like that. But this company, I did a lot of research. I was emailing them. They're antenna engineers, and that's all they do. It's a product made in the USA. I was impressed with it. Got it on Amazon. I'll provide the links below. And hopefully this answered a lot of questions for people out there that are on the road that are looking for internet. My wife MJ, she has her own business, and having connection is critical because she has to run her business wirelessly. So if we don't have connection, she's not making money. If she's not making money, she's not happy. So hope this helped out. If you have any questions, please put them below. And if you like the video you see and you want us to bring you some more video, Please like the video, subscribe, share, and we're here to answer questions, and we'll bring you some more quality videos. Thanks for joining us.